What's going down, everybody out there in YouTube land? It's United Buns 1, and today I'm going to talk to you about a real deep topic that's been on my mind for a little while. Now, I've went through this personally, but for a short while, and I just got reminded of it because I was talking to a friend, and she seems like she's going through it too. Now, this topic is depression. And some of you out there may think you know what depression is, and you probably define it as just sadness that you can't get over. But it's much deeper than that. Depression is a mood disorder in which feelings of sadness, loss, anger, or even frustration can interfere with your everyday life for weeks or maybe even longer. Like, my friend been in depression for 3 years. Now that's quite a long time, considering that in those past 3 years we was just graduating high school, and she's been depressed ever since. Me, I've only personally been in depression for about 2-3 weeks tops, and that's because I was going through a breakup, and some things that you can do to actually get yourself out of depression, depending on how you got into depression. I'm going to start with getting depressed over an ex. Now, when I was depressed, I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't even want to go to school, because she broke up with me on Valentine's Day, and that kind of hurt. So, I was just like this shell of my former self. I wasn't even a person. I was just an entity in this world with no purpose. I didn't feel like going to school, and when I did go to school, I didn't talk to anybody. I just sat there in my class with my head down, probably wrote a couple of notes. I didn't really do much. It's almost like everything that I love to do, I was just not feeling it. For many of you that don't know, I'm a skateboarder, and I used to skateboard almost every day. Now, when I was depressed, I didn't even have an urge to go skating. Usually, I would just wake up and be like, yeah, let's go skating. I really want to go land this trick or something like that. When I was depressed, I was like, skateboarding, video games, I don't feel like going outside. Now, these are pretty bad things to actually think, because it held me back from being who I am. It held me back from actually having fun. When I was depressed, fun was something bad, and I'd rather just sit there and sleep. And depression can lead to weight gain, because when I was depressed, I only gained about 5 pounds, and I was only depressed for like 3 weeks or so. It wasn't even a long time, but I did a lot of eating and sleeping. So, for those of you that's probably suffering with depression or some form of sadness, you just gotta get over that. It's not hard. See, now, the way that I got out of my depression was I actually had to force myself to go outside. And when I went outside, I went to go see my friends. Luckily, they were home. So, some forms of actual human talking can help you get over depression. Because I had friends on the internet, and I would talk to them, but anybody can say anything over the internet and make it seem sincere. You would only see it sincere if you actually went outside and had physical interaction with a person. I can text anything and make it seem like I'm the most sincere person in the world. Even I can be telling a bold-faced lie and not even mean anything that I say. Because text really doesn't mean anything. It doesn't have emotion. It doesn't even show facial expression, except for maybe a smiley face. But anybody can throw a smiley face behind something and make it seem like you're sincere. Then, in all actuality, they can be lying in your face and you won't even know it. But anyways, let me get off of that, because that's a whole different subject. And pretty much that's how I got over my depression. I had to go outside and physically interact with people and get over the fact that my ex-girlfriend left me. That was just me. Now, my friend, her depression is a lot to do with stress. She has stress-related depression. See, now, when we was in high school, during our senior year, she was class president. And in being class president, you had a lot of responsibilities to do. You had to organize pretty much every event there was. And you had a major role in almost every school activity. You had to be at every school function and interact with people. Now, she did get a lot of hate for doing what she did, because I don't know why, but people seem to hate people when they're not in their position and they want to be. It's just overall jealousy. And that led to a lot of stress on her, because she had to be pretty much squeaky clean at all times. And you know how hard it is to do that. You may even seem to be coming off as a fake person when you're in a position like that. Just look at any kind of person that's in power, like a president. You know, he might be mad at times, but he has to hold his composure and be nice about things, which is hard to do sometimes, because sometimes you just want to snap on a person. She had to be calm at all times, or else that will make her look bad. And there were a lot of people that down talked her just for being class president. Like, they would call her things like nerd. Why would you do this? You should just go outside and have fun. And she couldn't really do a lot of that, because 95% of her time, even when she was out of school, was having things to do with school. Now, if I had to do 95% of my day dealing with school, I'd be stressed too. Because sometimes school can be very hectic. And this can weigh down a lot on people, just like it did to her. And soon after a while, she just stopped caring. Even after we graduated, that stress still went with her. Because there was a lot of people that still hated her after high school was over. I don't know why, because she's a pretty cool person. But some people just still don't like her. That's not for me to actually go into. That's for her to go into and find out why. Because I don't know why. But things happen. Now, she has a lot of internet friends as well. And she pretty much doesn't have any friends except for me and probably like 2 other people in the real life. She hasn't even been outside, as she told me, since December of last year. That's a pretty long time. Now, I don't know if she's going to watch this or not, but pretty much all she really has to do is try to engage people. And from her being depressed for so long, she's kind of scared to do it. I'm like, why don't you just come over here and hang out with my friends? No, I'm scared they might hate me. You don't have to do that. You don't have to cheer me up or anything. And pretty much I'm scared that she might do something because of that. I don't know. Like, depression is a very heavy topic. And if you have any opinions on this, feel free to post and share in the comments below. You can even personally message me on my channel if you was having any problems, and I'll try to talk to you. Because I've dealt with that a lot, and I try to help people get out of it. But anyways, this has been your boy United Buns 1 signing off. Peace, y'all. I'm out.
Enjoy the video? Hit like and subscribe to stay up to date with your favorite partners and directors, and make sure you follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and don't forget to go to NecessaryGaming.com to join one of the best online gaming communities.